So now in this last lesson of the lighting chapter, we will learn how we can light up an interior scene using the HDRI. So first of all, if you will go to the lights here, you have to make sure you have HDRI backdrop. If you don't have the HDRI backdrop, you just simply have to go to the settings, plugins, and then you can go here to the HDRI and you can select this plugin. It will ask you to restart. You can restart your Unreal Engine. Okay. Now, in the last lesson, if you remember, we have turned on our ray tracing, so we will keep it turned on. And if you don't have the place actors, you have to go to the window and choose the place actors. Okay. At this stage, I will select all the lights, okay, except for the post-process volume and the exponential height fog. I will take all the lights and I will delete them. Now, everything is fine here, like the way I want it, but I don't have the HDRI. So I can drag and drop here the HDRI backdrop. But before that, let's download a good, nice looking HDRI from polyheaven.com. Now, this is a really good website to download free HDRIs. So there are 100% free HDRIs. So I will go to the HDRI here, browse HDRIs. And what I'm looking for is an exterior scene. So I can go to the outdoor here and I will look for an exterior scene. Maybe this house is in an urban area. So what I can do here is that I can, inside the outdoor, I can I can search for urban. That is urban here. So some nice looking urban HDRIs I have. So I think this one looks good. So I can choose this. Okay. And then what I will do here is that I will download a 4K resolution. You can change the resolution you want. For me, 4K is fine. And make sure this is HDR, not EXR. Otherwise, it will not work in Unreal Engine. So I will press on download here. It will ask me to download. I can download in my pictures folder. And it will download there. Once it is downloaded, I will go back here. And anywhere I can make a folder. Like suppose I will go in the content, right click here, I will make a new folder inside the content and rename it to custom underscore HDRIs. And here I will import the HDRI that I'm looking for. So where is that HDRI file which I downloaded? It should be somewhere here. Here it is. I will select this one, open it, and then it will be downloaded here. Now I can take the HDRI backdrop, drop it in the scene. Okay. As soon I will drop it, it will take a little time to load. Okay. And once it is loaded, you will see that the scene itself, let's go out of this camera mode. Now, this HDRI is basically like a dome, and that dome, if I will press W on my keyboard for the translation for the like movement here. Okay. So I have this like floor, which is in the middle of the room. So I can simply move it down with the moving tool. That's all. Now, by default, we get this light, this HDRI, which is fine, which is also good. And if you want, you can rotate this with the rotation tool. You can take the rotation tool or press E on your keyboard and you will get this. And you can rotate it and it will affect your light. Let me turn off the snapping. Okay, and it will make a nice movement here. But issue is that you can see the scene is not nicely lit up yet. The reason is simply is that, let me do one thing here. Let's put this in the lights folder. Close this part. The intensity is fine, one, but the size of the dome, because HDRI is like a dome and it's 360 degrees dome and all the whole picture is there. So which is quite small, 150. So I have to increase it and increase it a lot, like around, you can say 10,000 will be a fine, good size for it. Okay. So I will just type here 10,000, press enter, and you can see that it is lit. It's already lit up. Now, as you know, we are using post-process volume for the exposure. And if you want to calculate the exposure here, you can work on the exposure. You can increase the exposure from here, okay? Or you can keep the exposure same as it is here, like maybe like 15 or 12 or whatever values you think are suitable. Okay, you can use that. Maybe 12 will be fine. And then inside the HDRI backdrop, you can increase the intensity from here. Okay, so it's totally up to you how you want to increase this one. But I prefer to keep it 1. Okay, because if I will increase it, let's see how much. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so 15 intensity. However, we want to change this one. Okay, before changing, let's go out and see how this thing is. Okay, now see this stretching. Now this stretching is because our HDRI is not set up to camera projection. So if I will go here to the advanced settings of the HDRI, and I will click on the use camera projection. If I will use it, it will turn the camera projection on, and I will not have those stretching anymore. I will not have those sketching anymore. So I will go back to my perspective, check the interior cameras here, okay, and simply I will just go at the top here, make the scene a little bigger so I can then make this smaller. And I can take this HDRI which we downloaded and drag and drop here in the cube map. And this will be our own HDRI. So if I will go out, you can see this is our own HDRI file here. Okay, so go back inside. And I can rotate this HDRI. And this will affect the scene as well. You can see that based on the light setup of it, you can see it is changing. Now the light you can see is somewhere here. That's why our scene is more lit up. Okay. So now it's up to you how you want to color grade it, how you want the value of the, like how much fog you want it. Without the fog, it will look like this. With the fog, it will look like this. Not that much of a change you will get, okay? But obviously, yeah, with the post-process volume, you can get a massive difference here. So you can do a lot of like changes here inside the post-process volume, okay, to make it look more interesting. You can increase the bloom, decrease the bloom, totally up to you. And then you have threshold of the bloom. You can also add that. I think it will only work if you have a bloom image there. Okay. So here, exposure, if I will increase it, it will look like this. Okay. So let's increase it. Not too much, like for 13 is fine. Okay. So scene kind of looks like this. Now, for some interesting part, what you can do is that you can add some directional light, area lights, rect lights here on the top. Okay, like suppose if I will take the rect light here, let go out of the game mode so I can see that what's going on and turn this on. Okay. And then I can move it and put it where this light is. Okay. So something like that you can do. Decrease its color and the power, the intensity of it. And its radius, source width. So everything is up to you how you want to set it up. So I have two. I don't know why I have two. Let's keep it one. And this is how it will light up. And one more thing, just see the shape of this light, you can say frame. It's like bending down. So I can use my barn door angle. So it will give me this sort of a feeling here. Somewhere here. And I will make sure, let's type it here, Ray, that I have project setting on so that it's using the Unreal Engine, the ray tracing. Okay. So I think 2 will be fine here. And what else we can do here is, let's create a nice scene. Okay. 1 is fine. Otherwise, it will be too bright. And I will press Alt key on my keyboard. Let's go out of the camera mode for now. Alt key on my keyboard and move it so that it will move a duplicate copy of this. So you can see a nice shape of the light is also appearing on the wall because of the barn door. So I can keep this one here. And nice mix of a light setting we will get here. You can put the lights in these point lights inside the lamps also. And then maybe you can make the scene a little bit darker. So you will get some more interior sort of a light setup. Like suppose if I'll go to the HDRI and decrease the intensity maybe to 8, okay, or maybe to 1 itself. So the scene will look like this, okay, or 5. And I can also press G on my keyboard so that I don't have to see the symbols and everything. So I hope it's now clear with you how to use an HDRI to set up an interior scene. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it now and don't forget to hit the bell icon. By the way, I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos without subscribing. So let's change that. Subscribe to my channel and be the part of the interactive community. Now, here's something really important I want to talk about. Please do not download my videos. Just watch them online. When you download them, it messes up my watch time hours. And that's a bummer. I want to keep creating awesome videos, but it's demotivating when I lose out on those stats. Thanks a bunch for your support. You guys rock. Catch you all in the next video.